Hey students, this is Mr. Gray. I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you guys about flattening the curve. You've probably heard a lot about flattening the curve. So this is an Excel spreadsheet I created to model um, the growth of a virus and the spread of a virus over time. And so I just wanted to walk you guys through it and see if we can explore a little bit together. So first off, we have a few variables up here. Okay, so we've got our total population in this pretend scenario is 10,000 people. I've got two different growth rates. If you guys watched that previous video, we talked about rapid growth versus slow growth. And so we would obviously prefer a slower growth rate. So we've got two different ones, and we can edit those to see what they do to our data. All right. We're going to get back to this. But we're going to talk about how many people are going to be hospitalized based on how quickly the disease is spreading, like kind of like this spike right here. Let's come and look at the actual data right here. Okay, so this is the rapid spread table and the slow spread table. Okay, and we've got 90 days worth of data down here. Scroll down. This number right here is the total number of people infected. We went ahead and started with 10 people in both cases. And then this growth rate right here is based off of this growth rate here, okay? So this is saying 40% of people create a new case every day. So if there's 10 people, 40% of that is 4. And over here, we've got 10 people, so 25% of that is 2 or 3, right? If we were to change this to 2, it would change to 2, right, to 20%, okay? Or we could change it to, even 10%, and we'll just create 1, right? So this is what percentage of people are creating a new case every day. Basically, how fast is it spreading? Okay, so as we go through here, not everyone who gets the coronavirus or another similar disease is going to end up in the hospital. And so, we've got some people in the hospital based on this. And as time goes by, for example, if we come down here to day 15, you'll see that, we're doing this math based off the people who've gotten sick in the last week. How many of them are going to need some additional treatment in the hospital? Okay. So again, we've got our rapid spread versus our slow spread. So you'll see that these numbers are getting big kind of quickly. Here on day 19, we've got 899 people versus on day 19, we've only got 148 new cases that day, right? We've got a total of 3,400 people on day 19 in the rapid spread, but we've only got 629 people here on the slow spread, okay? So we're going to go through a couple more questions in your Canvas quiz, and I want you guys to be able to answer those. Okay, so use these two tables to answer some of the questions, and the only piece of data you're going to need to edit is this one right here, this slow growth rate. And so that's why I highlighted it, made it bigger. There's two ways you can edit this. You can just change the percentage, so like I did, 15%. But as all of you guys know, percentages are really decimals as well. So you could do the same thing as like 0.35 and it would turn into 35% as well. Okay, so either way, you guys want to do that when you edit the slow growth rate right here. Okay, let's talk about why flattening the curve is important. And you guys saw this in the video already, so I won't talk about this for a long time. But there is some maximum number of how many people can be treated at the same time, right? And if we in this potential town, their hospital capacity is 600 people, and so let's go and see when we hit 600 people in the hospital. Right here, all of these days, we've got more people that need hospital care than will fit in their hospital, right? That's not going to be good, right? They're not going to get the best care that they need, right? Over here, in the slow growth rate, we still have a few days over. Let's go down. Here we go. We still have a few days in the overcapacity. You'll notice it's not as much overcapacity but still not good. We don't want it over our hospital capacities. And so how can we change this? How can we flatten this curve? So the way we're going to do that is by slowing the growth rate. So let's slow it, to 20%. That's looking better, right? There's still some days where we've got more people needing treatment than our hospitals can handle. Okay, we're going to ask you guys some questions about that as well. So right here, you can see, the peak of each of these numbers, right? The rapid spread peaks about 1,200. You can see that right here. And the slow spread, based on the 20%, peaks at just over 600, 673. And you can see that right here, okay? We could also see that down in the actual table, right? So what is the most people in the hospital on the rapid spread? Let's scroll down. Here it is. On day 23, 1,206. And what are the max people in the hospital on the slow spread? It's 673. Is that what it says right here in the table? 673 right here on day 40. We've got that max number of people in the hospital. Okay. Okay, so there is this document is also available for you to open up yourself and look at. Again, the only number you're going to want to change is this one. If you get in there and accidentally edit some stuff and the whole spreadsheet messes up on you, just close it and open up a fresh copy. Again, the only number you're going to want to change is this slow growth rate right here, which we will start at 25%. Okay. All right. If you guys have any questions, reach out to your teachers. But thank you guys for taking part of this activity. I hope this helps to explain what it means to flatten the curve, slow down that growth rate so that our healthcare system can handle the number of people that need treatment all at the same time.